Alrighty. Good day, everyone. Reset display, not fit to screen. Returning to work on our lovely pirate commission. I'll do that. Take all the layers with me. Slide this around. Excuse me. Made some progress since the last stream. Did a little bit off stream. We've got a boat, mostly there. We've got some of the pirates showing up. I find the pirate hats to be quite difficult to do. Got that going. Reached out to the mosh. Alright. Let's let a few people know that we're live. Because I never know how the notifications all work out. But that should be enough notifications. And now down to work. Just simple pants on her. Let's see. See if I can get some of the characters in this piece in the stream. They can let me know what they think of how their characters are starting to look. That would be cool. Add a bulky belt to her because I'm pretty sure she's got a belt. Yeah, that's a big old honking belt. What's a pirate without a big old belt, eh? Been quite the entertaining time popping into. I have all my stuff here. Oh, I need my Twitch up too. There it is. That's the one I want. Alrighty. One last outreach. There we go. Alright. All notifications sent. Maybe I should send one more to some fam. But it is a Thursday during the day, so most people are working. Little hard to get people in my hemisphere to tune into the stream when, you know, they also are working. So, hopefully, the notification reaches out to our illustrious European viewers. We can leverage that time zone to our advantage. But ultimately, it's just good to be here working away. Once I finish this piece, I need to finish the tattoo for Queen, the Jinx tattoo. That's next to my to-do list. Then, I need to finish my commission ad. And once that's finally all together, I can get myself some more commissions and get doing some comic pages finally. Oh, but I can't do the comic pages yet. I still have Final Fantasy XIV commission I have to finish. Gotta do that one first, so that Shaken can get her prize from the glamour contest from Hey Josh, from the Josh Mosh. So, plenty to do. It's always good being busy. Okay, her pants just go all the way down. It's not like a flood pant or capri. Is a tall boot, so we'll put that in there. Because this is the character I have to put in here, and I may have cuted her up a bit. Oops, let's see, that's not what I wanted. But I think I got the core of the character there. Boy, and there she is. Quite pleased with how she looks, to be honest. That, like... Oh, right, that's the hat. I was like, what is going on here? So I'm not going to need to draw her top at all because the hat's covering it. Setting up stream this time is actually way easier than usual. Just because I didn't forget literally everything. Usually I forget most of my additional add-on programs. And this time, that was not the case. Feminize her hand a little bit because I made it a little too chonky. That part's a little too chonky as well. Ahoy hoy, welcome in, Eos. Look at the progress that has been made. I'm quite pleased with how her face is going here. We got you there, right here. Then we gotta draw the next character, and we're chugging along, almost done the characters. Yeah, you wish Table. Is that who plays the girl? Table? Nice. Well, I'll make sure that I post what I got done. You know, my ending. The result of the stream in the art channel for sure, so he'll be able to get a look at it. All right, this has to be a peg leg. I have such a difficulty with the pirate hats, it's crazy. I need to do some studies of it. Because, like, I have the rough approximation of what it looks like, but I need to practice it some more. Because, like, I need the top of the hat, I need the swoopy thing, but then the swoopy thing has to be foreshortened. So it's just kind of tough to do. Oh well. If I'm not happy with it, I'll find myself some references and bang it out. Because that's what you gotta do as an artist. Oh, I don't know how to draw it? Well, let's take a look at it. Make sure you put his... Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Just like I did last time, I'm gonna put the end result of the stream in there. Before it was just your character, and now it'll be some of these others. I really like how she turned out, actually, like her facial expression. It's like one of those rare times when you try for something and you nail it straight out of the gate. So, really pleased with it. Always very satisfying as an artist when you manage to make that happen. Now, I have made the rowboat dramatically smaller than it actually is, so maybe I may need to extend it. Oh, sick. No bots. No. We're not cheating. It's a bot there, Eos. It can't hear you. You'll make it hear you, eh? Good luck with that, Magic Man. Maybe that's why they keep trying to talk to you, because they're like, oh, you're gonna hear us. Like, no, let's have a bot conversation. I kind of think I need to make the boat bigger. I think it's too small. What if I... Oh, follower only chat, eh? Oh, well, that'll do it. Yeah. Let's try. Now, that did double them up. Well, it will. Right now it's just focusing on the proportions. So, I just want to move the bottom half of the boat. Because I made the rowboat too short, too small, right? Like, this is like a single person rowboat, where you guys have way more room in your video for the actual boat, right? Like, for people to stand in the boat. So, like, this should kind of be... Oh. So, like, in this instance, the rowboat should probably extend to maybe, like, here. Even that little bit makes it look more like the actual boat. Yeah, you're on the back seat. Because that's too small of a boat, so I just want to extend it by, like, maybe even just that is enough of a change, I think. Yeah. All right, let's try going with that. Yeah. Make our rowboat a little bit bigger on all dimensions. That looks better. That looks better. Yeah, just give me a sec. Give me a moment. All right, let's take a look. Oh, okay. You want me to add the, oh, you want me to add the chest in the back? No problem. Yeah, I will definitely add those, those points. We will certainly add that in. And here we go. Cool. Enjoy. Happy to have you around. Alrighty. You gonna relax a bit before checking in. All right, my man. Of course, the rowboat would have a little emergency chest in it. That only makes sense. For the supplies. I mean, you gotta have your rowboat to regulation after all, right? I still laugh at the fact that I'm drawing pirates right now. Would not have seen that in the cards. Boat going out here like so. Then we'll add our third character. We'll really be cooking. Oh, I suppose actually the chest is even bigger than that. Alrighty. Clean this up a little bit. There we go there. I really liked how that foot looked, so I'm going to get that foot back. Oh, digital art is so great. Forget redrawing. Or just cut and paste. Doesn't quite look right, but we can make it work. And now for the leg on peg. It's all done up with chains. That's kind of hardcore. A little bit of chains going on there. Let's fix up a little bit of this boat. Get the water going. All right. Alrighty, let's firm up some of this stuff then, shall we? I guess that'll work. Will it? Yeah, that does. Yeah, that does work. Oh, wow, that is... There's no need for that to be straight, though. That's probably more believable if it's not. Making my lines, defining the form, building the sketch. For this stream I should be using sea shanties. What was I thinking? Just get a bunch of random YouTube AI generated sea shanties or something. Just for the vibe. There's gotta be music from the game. I could probably try playing that. It's my usual go-to. Pirate hats are hard to draw. We'll make a rough go of it and hope for the best. At least that's been my experience. I have found the hats of pirating to be difficult to draw. Far harder than drawing the booty. Apologies all. Oh, silly me. Look at that, let's more or less center me in the frame. Hey, hey! Good to see you, Josh. Welcome, hey Josh, welcome in. I am working on pirates. Still sick, but getting better. Well, good. I'm glad you're feeling better. Getting over it. It seems like your job is just like meetings all the time, man. Yeah. Well, you can't have pirating without a good booty. They have their they've got their priorities straight, right? No, it's good to see you. Yeah, I've been very privileged that EOS, my first viewer ever, really immediately liked my art, and this is the second piece that he's hired me for, and it's been pretty fun drawing stuff I don't usually draw, which is a ton of fun. He's got a third commission he wants me to do too. He wants me to make a banner for his YouTube channel, which is going to have a whole lot of different things to draw on that too. So it's going good, EOS. Getting some visitors, firming up some of the lines on table here. Yeah, so EOS just joined the Navy, so quite suitable that he's got seaworthy commissions coming out my way, as he's gonna be on the other side, not a pirate, but maybe one that stops pirates. The long, glorious career of a privateer. So that's some cool news on his front. Long time coming. You're a mariner now. Well, you will be when you get to sea. But yeah, you're diving into a long and storied tradition there, so it's gonna be exciting. Lots of traditions, lots of gimmicks, and all sorts of crazy things that they do in the Navy. Lurk here for a bit before you clock into work. Well, I appreciate that, EOS. What was it? Just a cold that you had gotten there, Josh, or was it something like more lingering? Like you get a flu or anything, or just like a rough cold? And how's Titus doing, the old pooch? You probably call it Titus because you're sticking to the Japanese pronunciation, but that was the old pooch. Because he's all moved in and everything, because he's all adopted and everything, right? So. The hats are so hard to do. Top of the hat going. I agree. Nothing better than watching some good art being made with Hobgoblin while working. I agree. More people should do that. Spend your work hours with me, watching some art, listening to the soft tenor of my banter, warming your earbuds. As I bring your games to life. Through crazy rowboat shenanigans or anything else that you might want. There's the ad pitch. Yeah, when I eventually get affiliate, I'm gonna have to design a whole bunch of those. That'll be fun to do. Get the inking done here. I'm really pleased with how fast this this character was able to work. Didn't have trouble rendering her at all. She just worked really quick. Always wonderful when something like that happens. I must just be getting better at drawing women, probably because of all the Final Fantasy XIV pictures I have to do. Everyone's got lady characters. except yours, for you there, Josh. Your self-insert, of course, propelling you to stardom. Because apparently Square Enix sent a drone down to observe you in the flesh and then model their Midlander off of your exact features. So, pretty honored for that. You should feel honored that you are the standard. Hey, TTV Geek. How's it going? Thanks. Appreciate the compliment. The comment on the art. Things are going well. On quite a few fronts. Working on a little piece here for EOS. He wants this to be a YouTube thumbnail. So, though it will be initially small, we're going above and beyond, and we're going to make it so that he can use it for other things as well. Not just for a thumbnail for his video. So making sure to have lots of detail. Thanks. He has some really cool ideas for it, because like his whole video is in the ship, the Sea of Thieves game. So sorry, not a ship, in his game, the Sea of Thieves game. You have a ship, so you have access to like maps and all sorts of other resources by having a ship. So what he and his friends did for this video is they did a rowboat challenge. So they set their ship on fire, jumped in a rowboat, so all they had was a compass, and then tried to go all the way across to the other end of the map in the game for whatever level they were on to try to finish their objectives there, so they could barely see, and shenanigans ensued. And so we're trying to capture some of those shenanigans for his thumbnail. So he commissioned me to make the thumbnail for his YouTube, and been loving it. It's always nice. I'm gonna be drawing anyway, so it's nice that that it's, you know, that it's paid work. And it's really nice too, because it gets me drawing different things. Like I usually draw fantasy stuff, and I really like how this character turned out. Yeah. Happened super quick too. So this is the in-game version of the character, making a silly face here, but I think I captured kind of the spirit of this character, but in like a goofy way. So I really like how it turned out. Yeah, exactly. Test different art, play around with some different styles. Cause like his character is here. I'll turn the. Oh, what do you know? I was a dummy. I deleted one of the layers I shouldn't have. So this is his character here. Let's turn the blue line off so you can see it a little bit better. So his character there rowing the boat. I did have a colored layer, but I deleted it in my when I was manipulating the thing to make the rowboat bigger, because I made the rowboat too small. Thanks. Thanks, man. Because you see these spots here and here. That's because I made the rowboat like way too small, so I had to just stretch it. One of the things I love about digital art is that I can just drag and pull it wherever I want. Really makes it easy to Easy to just work with the piece and really get it where you want it to be. Oh yeah, that line art's going great. So what you been up to there? Yeah, it is. What you been up to, TV Geek? I'm just gonna call you Geek. For brevity and as a compliment, because we're all geeks here. Let's be real. Am I right remembering that school finale week? So it's crazy. Yeah, that makes sense. It is around that time. Man, that's been a long ass time since I had to do that. You have my sympathy, man. How many more do you have? Or is it just starting? Three. Oh my god. Well, I appreciate you stopping by when you have that hanging over your head. Three left, so that means you already wrote like what, 2? Can't remember how many classes are standard anymore. I'm just too old. Should have been put out to pasture ages ago. I guess I technically was, now that I think about it, but anyway. Oh, news on my front. I'm old, so I got older last week. My birthday was on the 13th, so it was good fun. Spent it with my kids. But 43 now, so you had 6. You had 6 to class. They forgot to give me, so kind of had to rush. Oh man, jeez. Yeah, schoolwork can get pretty chaotic pretty quick. But now, rather than exams, I get to enjoy midlife crises. So it's all good. Special thank you to everyone joining me through my midlife crisis as I try to make this work. Some older men, they buy fancy cars and try to recapture their lost youth. Me, I retire and try to become an artist. So that's what we're at. It is a blast. Especially when you get people that just decide to hang out with you and watch you do it. It's pretty sick. Always nice being able to talk to people while you work. So obviously just being in my room all day is like, there's not too many people here, you know? I think that's been my favorite thing about the whole streaming thing, is just that, you know, I'm going to be making the art anyway, but this way, I get to interact with people and chat and shoot the shit and have a really nice time while I do it. It's way better than just doing it on your own. Like, who wants to do that? That was my birthday last week. I am 43 years old. Not 43 years young, but yeah, it was last week, so I was just saying, chatting about my midlife crisis. I do recommend it. It's really fun. Meet lots of cool folks from all over. And some of them are generous enough that they want to hire you to make art for them. So that's always good. Sorting the music out can be an issue though, but yeah, I've really enjoyed it so far. Yeah, exactly. I get it. I get it. I mean, you wouldn't want someone just you know, I wouldn't want someone just using my art as their splash page, right? So it's the same thing with someone's music. So I get it. It's just if you have a stream with no music, it's quite a different vibe, you know. So I'm very grateful for the artists and the creators that make their stuff, make the no copyright music. It is at that. It certainly is at that. What's really crazy is that some like video games have like copyrighted music in the game, and so although the company that made the game lets you stream it, you can't stream it because the music, the license to play the music isn't transferred to you. I saw I think Flats, he's a hero shooter content creator mainly. He was commenting on that, how he had a video that he can't make really or release because although the game can be streamed, the music can't. So he's like, well, that's really annoying. He's like, why doesn't the license just automatically transfer if the person that made the game is cool with me streaming the game? So that's a good point. It was an interesting thing to consider. Because I tend to take that for granted. I'm like, oh yeah, if I'm gonna make like Final Fantasy XIV content, I'll just play music from the game. Because after all, I'm doing stuff from the game. So, would make sense. Same with when I was doing art for Marvel Rivals. I'm like, well, I'll just have music from the game because it's my entire stream is about the game. Why wouldn't I be able to do stuff with the game? So. Yeah, they get super mad and they take the VODs down and all that other craziness. So yeah, sometimes it can be crazy. Fortunately, I am very, very small, and I don't think I've attracted any undue attention in any way, shape, or form. So I like how Twitch does it, because in the VODs, for example, yeah, if you get really egregious with it, what I found with Twitch so far is if they detect something that might be nebulously copyright, they just mute your VOD. And like, that's it. So unless someone like makes an actual kind of claim against you, they just mute the audio during those copyrighted parts. And so for me, I'm like, well, that's fine. If it's like a few seconds or like 30 seconds in this part of a like 3-hour stream, they mute the audio because there's copyright. It's like, okay, whatever, big deal. The VODs are mostly like at marketing anyway, right? So most people aren't going to go back and just, at least I don't think, are just going to go back and spend all day on the VODs. Would be nice if they did, but let's get this out of the way. Can I still keep it where it is? Yeah. I wish there was a way that I could have my chat exactly where the camera is, so that when I talk to you guys, I look at you. it's a thing. I have to look at you, so I'm always looking. My chat is right on the side of my tablet, So that way I always see it. Because obviously I'm staring at my tablet the whole stream, right? So it would be cool if it could be where the camera is. Yeah, so it doesn't look like I'm just talking down off to the side, right? It'd be really nice to talk to the camera, you know? Make that eye contact. A more personal streaming experience with, you know, socialization and eye contact. Those things that most nerds and dorks like us don't you know, have a pathological fear of. A conversion thing that does that. That would be interesting. Kind of the only way I could do it with my setup would be if what I'd need to do is I'd need to have my chat right here. Because this is my second monitor and it's right in front of my face. So my camera actually sits right here in front of this part of the monitor. So if I had my chat like here, that would kind of work. But I read somewhere that Twitch doesn't like you having chat from other streams, like from other platforms, on Twitch. So like if I have YouTube, Kick, and all of that going, if someone talks to me on those other platforms, I had heard that Twitch doesn't want you to do that, but that, my information might be out of date. Because it would be cool to just have it there, but, you know, I kind of feel my stream is... Yeah, they don't like the other platform. It makes sense. I mean, it's like advertising their competitors. Like, who would want to do that, right? But I kind of think as it is right now, my space for the stream is kind of full. Right? I got my main work area, the main work area here. Then, you know, main work area, the references, the zoomed out navigator image, and then yours truly. So it's like, well, where would I put chat? I guess I could, you know, if I put it up here, I feel it would be kind of small to read really effectively. I could put it over the navigator maybe, that would be a little better, but still. Yeah. One thing I'd like to do that I think would be cool would be to add like borders to stuff, like to draw and design borders around stuff so it looks like they're all their own little console. That might be cool, but I'm glad you think it's clean. Lets me know that I'm onto something, that I'm not just being dumb. That maybe I do know what I'm doing after all. That's looking slick. Let's see. Just the liner. How are we looking? Oh yeah, not bad, not bad. Let's put the layers back and keep working. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that the chat thing would work, but it could also get me in trouble. Yeah, I just got to get in the habit of reading anything I'm responding to so that people on other platforms would know what I'm talking about. I'm surprised I haven't had people on the other platforms in a little while, which has been very interesting, because when I first started out, I got a few nibbles on Kick as well, but that hasn't really done anything in a little while, so maybe it was a little bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy, because like I was just familiar with Twitch, so I kind of made that my focus. in the, you know, kind of passive way that I was focusing. So maybe it was just simply because I focused on Twitch and didn't really worry about the other platforms much, other than just to, you know, post them in there, that maybe that's why I don't see too many visitors to the stream on the other ones. So I got to look into Rumble as well, because I feel that that would be a good way to store it as well as YouTube. Because I basically use YouTube right now as to just, yeah, the other platforms have been limiting who sees content to push for bigger creators. Yeah, well, it's all about eyes on, right? I mean, we get I get a handful of fine folks here, so, but I'm not making Twitch any money yet, so. Just grateful for the opportunity and the ability to do this, so. Especially since if I hadn't decided to stream, EOS wouldn't have seen my art and I wouldn't have gotten all these jobs from him. So that's kind of cool. Just doing my thing and chatting with people and having a good time. I was able to generate interest in my work, which is really rewarding and pretty cool that happened that way. What I need to do though is finally find the time when I get through all the fun promotional art that I've been doing for people, because I did a big art piece for a Final Fantasy XIV Glamour contest for Hey Josh Plays, for another streamer. He's a really cool guy. I did that, and then I offered to do a free commission for the winner of his Glamour contest, so I still have to finish that one. EOS has been employing me a lot. And then I have my own art for the channel I'm trying to get done too. And I got 2 comics that I also am trying to work on. So it's like trying to find all the time here. And for me, in the summer months, I'm a beekeeper as well. So it's not, in the summer, I'm not doing art full time. So I'm trying to get to all these things. I'm just like, oh man, so much to do. Grateful for it. It's nice being busy. I just gotta keep active. I inadvertently ended up taking a month-long break from streaming, and that was a terrible idea. Really takes the wind out of your sails to do that sort of thing. So I gotta make sure I always commit to this time slot here, the Thursday during the day. Yeah, it's true. Everyone does need a break. I didn't need a break. I just let things get in the way. Did not balance the life appropriately at that time. Welcome back, EOS. Good to see you again. We're working on your boat. The final line arts are looking good, EOS, just to show you. Look at that. And that looked nice. Mm-hmm. I'm torn on the brush I'm using for the line art right now. I wanted to go with a softer one, but I'm finding I'm pressing a lot harder to make the marks at times because it might be a little, you know, too soft, and so that has its own issues. Usually I use a very strong, I use the default G pen, which is like a super dark, opaque, hard-edged brush trying to emulate, you know, the actual inking pens that we have in the traditional world. And I was seeing other artists and stuff do cool things, and I was like, oh, maybe I should use a softer line art, give that a shot. I don't know, probably making mountains out of molehills, and I should have just stuck with what was working. But that's half of being an artist, is self-doubt, right? One thing that's been really interesting to notice is, as I'm preparing to really break into the old online freelance space, is there's a huge epidemic of artists really undercharging for their work. Like, these new amateur artists that aren't like professionals and stuff, they have no like no sense, or not necessarily sense, but no confidence in what they're doing to actually price themselves appropriately. It's really crazy how much people are underselling themselves in the online space right now. And I kind of get it. There's a lot of pressures there, especially with AI kicking around, because some people, they don't care how they get stuff, so long as it's, you know, looks the way they want it. But it's like a race to the bottom in a lot of these forums and in art groups where people are looking for work. And it's crazy some of the prices these people are willing to do things for. Like, completely unsustainable prices. So it's like, oh, well, you're just doing a hobby and getting a couple bucks for it. Linked to that, I had a cool circumstance though, where there was an artist. I think she streams and does some YouTube stuff as well. I think her name's Berlyn, Berlynn, I think. And so she was offering some portraits for characters and stuff for like $5 a drawing, and I was like, come on, you're more skills than that. You're far more skilled than that. You should charge more and realize that your skills are worth more. And so she's like upped her prices to 15 now for her little portraits, and I'm like, good job, good. You should do that. I mean, if you're making work for people, your time is worth it. Like, art is really hard to do, and the idea that we chronically are making less money than if we just went and worked at McDonald's is kind of dumb, right? You know, like, I didn't spend 40 years learning how to do this just to get, you know, just to get outdone by a teenager showing up to McDonald's, you know? I am gonna have to fix that foot, that's not right. Let's try again with that foot. Did not work. So in that regard, I'm pretty glad that I live in Canada, where I can take advantage of the exchange rate. Works out pretty well for yours truly. That should be the heel. The ankle should be here. Then part of the foot coming down here. Oh my god, that's such a hard angle to do. And move on to some other parts while I figure that out. Alrighty. So pleased with this character. She has just come together. No issues. Except for that foot. But that's feet. Many a comic creator has conspired in countless ways to avoid drawing feet. And then in the modern age, innumerable artists have specialized in drawing feet, which is odd, but hey, here we are. If that's what people like, then yeah. Pretty great working on all this stuff and having so many fine folks stopping by to say hello. 2:22 is the time in my neck of the woods, which means we got a whole other hour to go. Made it. Yeah. Then I'll be streaming again later tonight. I just have to take my son to soccer. So I gotta bring him home, feed him, take him to soccer. Then when we finally get back, then I'll be able to stream in the evening again. I'll keep working on this during that stream as well. Because we got to see how far we can get today on this piece so I can know if I can get it to you by Monday. I will be honest. I am concerned. There's a lot I kind of wanted to do with this. So, but we'll see. Plenty of time before Monday, so. Yeah, I'm just heading into a long week at the beekeeping, so I'm home for today, but then I head back to the farm tomorrow, and so I don't have the same hours that I can work. Like when I have my like next week, I'm home with the kids, so then I can do, you know, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday working on it. But while I'm at the farm, I have my mobile office, so I'll be taking that with me and working away in the evening to try to get it done for you. So Don't count me out yet, but it's gonna be tight. But we'll see. Hopefully I can get it out to you by Monday. In theory, I should, based on like. You know, what I'm charging and things like that. If you look at it hourly, which you really can't, it's art. You can't look at it hourly. But. Because though it might make more money to work at some, like, bullshit company doing whatever, it ain't remotely as good. So you got to take into consideration the other perks of the job when you're pricing things. But so we'll see what we can end up with there, Eos. What I can guarantee is that it will be done as soon as I can do it. But yeah, this piece is gonna completely consume my week. But it's already flown really well. Like, I'm already done, pretty much done 2 characters, right? 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Because, like, she's basically done. Your guy's basically done. I just have to position his legs. Do the 3rd figure. And the hardest elements of the piece are already done. So what's a little annoying is that the tablet I have for my mobile office is much smaller, so it's harder to work as quickly on the mobile office. So I've been weighing the option of getting another full tablet for the farm, for my parents' place. That's where I go when I do the beekeeping, just because it's like 5 minutes away from the apiary, so it's very convenient, and a lot of the storage for the bees is on their property. But I've been considering getting another big tablet and just leaving it there. But that's, you know, a $1,400 investment, so is it worth $1,400 to draw a little bit faster? That's kind of what I gotta weigh. Now, if I get enough attention from commissions and stuff, then the answer might be a resounding yes. It's totally worth it. But I haven't advertised on the on enough channels yet to, I think, make it worth that. So I'm kind of stuck with a little inefficiency in the system right now, but I mean, that's almost my mortgage for a month, so it's like, it would be probably better to spend that on the actual mortgage rather than just getting another tablet. So even though I would absolutely love to work faster at the farm, it's just so easy to work on this tablet. Excuse me, voice cracking there. On the I've got the XP Pen Artist Pro 22R. And so it's a 22-inch display tablet, and it's just a joy to work on. So definitely recommend it to any aspiring digital artist. Because you had a cannon on the end of your rowboat here, right? There, EOS? You didn't want the harpoon gun, eh? Yeah, I'm pressing really hard to do this. I don't like that. I suppose I could increase the... But I don't want to increase the... Let's just add another layer and try it out. This kind of stupid shit like that. We're committed to it. We're gonna do the whole thing in the... Alrighty. One other thing I need to do is I need to actually get around to making my own Discord. So I can start building my own community and not just mooch off other communities. Like I'm currently doing with Josh. Yeah, there's a problem with using this brush. On the settings I have, it's exhausting for my hand. My hands are already starting to get tired. I've only been working an hour and a half. That's not a good sign. Very reminiscent of when I was working traditionally, because I was... But there I was nervous. I just didn't want to make a mistake. So I would squeeze the pen with a death grip. Alrighty. So that needs to be angled properly, otherwise that throws off the whole piece. This going, drawing my chest. All right. Yeah, I don't like really using this brush for inking. I mean, it looks nice enough. Kind of like the softness that it gives, but it is wearing me out. And I could adjust the opacities and stuff on it. Like I could adjust the pen pressure, but then I also use it for painting. So if I adjust the pen pressure to use it as an inking pen, it's gonna mess with the settings for when I use it to color. I don't know if I want to do that. Kind of just at a bit of a crossroads with this brush. I'm definitely pressing too hard with it though. And that is a problem. Oh, excuse me. Get refill. Excuse me. Yeah, no, I gotta stop using this pen. Too hard on my arm. Ugh. All right. Yeah, I'll go back to my old brush. That definitely worked. Alrighty. Alrighty. Well, that's looking pretty cool. I gotta fix that a little bit. But so far, so good. It's working well. Let's take ourselves our little All right, everybody. I'm going to wrap the stream up for now. Oh my God. Sorry, everyone. Wrap it up right now. Get ready for picking my kids up. I will be streaming again this evening after my kids' soccer game. And yeah, be logging a few more hours on this piece to get the next figure, and ideally the entire rowboat and the figure and the flats for that all done today. Lots to do. If I'm gonna get this by Monday, the background alone is gonna take a couple days. So, all right. Thank you everyone for dropping by the stream. Very much appreciate it. Wonderful to have you in here. Great conversations. TTV Geek, Hey Josh Plays, EOS the Phoenix. Wonderful to have all you guys visit the stream. Thanks again. Appreciate the attention and the opportunity to share my art. I gotta rest my arm. Using the other pen doesn't work. It tired my arm out. I was pressing way too hard. So I gotta wrap things up and head on, get things ready for my kids come home. So we'll end the stream with a close-up of Table here, freaking out, brah. And yeah, so I'll be back, I don't know, probably 8 p.m. Eastern, I think, because it's got to be after my kids' soccer, and 8 or 8:30, something like that. But I'll be streaming again. When I go into stream, I should be streaming until about midnight or so, just to make sure I've got everything all covered. We'll see. So, all right. Thanks again, everyone. Appreciate it. In the future, I'll be trying to move the stream up a little earlier in the day. I was a little delayed getting started today, but I think an 11 o'clock start is a nice mix that lets me, most of the time, I should be able, if I start at 11, I should be able to stream for a good 4 hours, which is a really good amount of time to log into on a piece. We can really see some changes happen, and lots of opportunity for great conversations. So that's probably go back to that 11 o'clock start, even though I like being able to have a slow morning. Better to have an art morning. So, all right, everyone, thanks again. Sorry, EOS, I'll be back in the evening. But I will, for sure. It'll be 8 or 8:30, man. I'd love for it to have been earlier, but my son has soccer Tuesdays and Thursdays now, so that means every Thursday I gotta use some of my evening on him playing soccer. So, but probably 8 or 8:30, I think, something like that. I'll let you know for sure when it's gonna happen. So, anyway, appreciate you. Thanks again for your patronage and for hanging out the stream so often. Really appreciate it. So. I'll hold you up for being back. Yeah, all right. Peace.